feel like I'm in the cave of wonders. So this is sort of a totally impromptu video, but I wanted to show people how you can actually save a pillow that you've washed, that you think it's one of those things where it's like, the pillow got really dirty, I'm gonna chuck it in the wash. If it survives, great. If it doesn't, I'm gonna get a new pillow. What you can actually do with basic sewing skills if that happens. So I'll get my pillow and I'll show you what I mean. And yes, the lighting is very Cave of Wonders, dark and terrible. So what happened today was my 4-year-old daughter decided to spray insect repellent all over her oldest brother's pillow. I know, little kids, they do stuff. And even though the pillow's very old, it's, you know, pillows, this is a normal pillow, I didn't want to just rush off to the shops and buy a pillow. I certainly didn't want to put 9 kids in the van to go and do that on a wintry, cold and rainy day. So I said to my son, we'll chuck it in the wash on a quick 30 and we'll hope for the best. Well, it comes out of the washing machine and I'll put it back to the way it was. It was like this, like it was rolled over in a barrel shape. So what I did, because I have a sewing machine, which is here, is I actually cut open the top of the pillow. So all I snipped off was the little tiny stitching part, which is hard to see. Sorry about the lighting. I have like blown out lighting on the other side of the room, like behind the camera, and I'm using my lamp, which you can see, to show you my face. And if I put this light on, anyhow, you don't need to know all that. Snipped off this little end part, and then I reached in the pillow. Have you ever seen inside a pillow? In case you haven't, it's basically like batting or like a hobby fill in a rectangular shape. Who knew? So it's like that. And often what happens in the sewing machine is it wiggles around, it's agitated, and it folds over on itself, but on the outside it looks like totally unusable, like you cannot fix it, but you can. So all I did was I snipped off the end of the pillow, I pulled the pillow so that it was back to its shape, and now just with my sewing machine, I have a Juki, but you could literally do this with just a regular sewing machine, regular stitch. I'm just going to stitch up the end of the pillow and then we'll be good to go. And this is honestly one of the ways that I minimize shopping. Because if I go to the shop to get a pillow, I'll suddenly be in like the bedding aisle and I'll think maybe I should get 20 pillows, maybe I should buy more, and impulse buys and stuff like that. One way of staying quite minimal is trying to repair the things we have, especially environmentally. Like, we still have a totally usable pillow, and you know how your pillow just becomes like supernatural, like it's like made for you? Well, this is my son's pillow and he really likes it. So until it's really unusable and he decides that he wants to get rid of it, we'll keep using it. So it's freshly washed, cleaned, dried, and now I'll sew it up and then I'll show you what it looks like when I'm done. Wow, it's really dark. We'll just pretend this is like a intimate lighting video. So I'll snip off the ends of my thread. Now, I'll tell you, I am a reformed perfectionist. So this is an area where I've learned we don't have to be perfect. So I'm speaking to the perfectionists out there. I don't have what I think Americans call a serger. We call an overlocker. I don't have one of them. I actually sold it when I minimized. So I just do a straight stitch. I do a straight stitch, I double check, and then I do another stitch because often the puffiness of the pillow sort of pulls it away from the needle. So I want to make sure that it'll stay together. And it's not beautiful, but it doesn't matter because it's going to be in a pillowcase. So there you go. That's how you can fix a misshapen pillow. Snip off the end, move the fabrics, the batting stuff around, make it all nice again, and then stitch it up again. I cannot believe I've been sewing for a few years and I never thought to do this. I recently just thought, what's the harm? If I'm going to throw out the pillow anyhow, why not snip it open, see what I can do, see if I can fix it. So there you go. There's a little bonus video for you of how I fixed a pillow that was completely misshapen from being washed, and it lives on for another day. So there you go.